Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a new filter is out and it will make you a liberal.
You need a pen.
Okay, coming up later. Thank you very much, Kat. Okay, we're going to be talking about the situation with Edward Snowden. This whistleblower, is it good, what he's done for America, or are our secrets being jeopardised by his intentions? We're going to be talking about that. Also, Bradley Manning. Is Bradley Manning an American hero, or is he compromising the safety of American troops? We care about your views here on Morning Joe. We'll be talking about those later. Here with me are Brian and Kat. Brian, nice tie. What do you think about Edward Snowden? What do you think about the situation with Snowden? Have you got anything to hide? Should we be concerned about the revelations that are occurring?
I don't know what's wrong with you. I understand everything he's saying.
No, it's because you're looking at him. When you don't see him and you don't see the lips.
I understand the whole thing.
Stop saying he. I'm present. Russell. What's wrong with your manners?
You're good.
Be polite.
Because he's an actor, lady, just like you.
I'm coming in tomorrow with a big necklace and I'm opening it.
Look beyond the superficial. That's the problem with current affairs. You forget about what's important. You allow the agenda to be decided by superficial information. What am I saying? What am I talking about? Don't think about what I'm wearing. These things are redundant.
I'm distracted.
Superficial.
Okay.
Don't be distracted. What do you think that gesture means, the way you're touching that bottle? What does that indicate? What is that? What's the subtext of that?
I think we gotta go to break.
You need to lose that ring, Mika, because it don't mean nothing to you. She's grasping for the shaft. She's a shaft grasper.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Russell
Messiah complex.
Thank you. The tour Messiah complex.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah, you gotta focus. You might say something wrong if you think about the wrong stuff.
Today's lunch, barbecue fried chicken, steamed vagina. Sorry, steamed vegetable. Steamed vegetable. I mistake my bumbo clap.
If only we can say the same thing about the news.
All too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish things aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Your father, did he know he was breaking the law when he came into this country?
My father was 14 years old when he came to this country.
Did he know it was illegal?
Yes, he knew it was illegal. However, he was a child and came by himself.
Okay, well, he knew it was against the law. So we have penalties for juvenile people that break into banks and break into cars. So he knew the laws, he broke the laws, and he cut in line. Was he invited or did he come uninvited?
My father, coming from a dirt poor farm community in Mexico, would have had zero opportunity to do so legally.
You don't have a moral right to enter the United States. Get in line like the Polish and the Irish and the Vietnamese. So just because you live close, I acknowledge that he came from a poor country. Afghanistan is poor. There are a lot of poor countries. Zimbabwe is a lot poorer than Mexico. So we could make that argument to let in 100 million people. So is the argument that we should allow people that have a sob story, which is your father's case, entrance into our country when they were not invited?
My Mexican husband family waited 5 years and spent all their savings to come here legally. My husband was 5. He and his siblings became successful citizens for the US. Legal Spaniard immigrant here, 1938. We came, worked hard on farms, became horse traders, established a better life for ourselves, sent our children to school, started a prosperous business, bought homes, farms, ranches our own, served in multiple branches of armed forces too. But wait, there's more. Never received a handout or welfare, proud to be an American citizen. Legal Vietnamese immigrant here. It was a process. I left Vietnam when I was 3 months old to live in a refugee camp for 3 years before I could step foot on US soil. I was an infant and had to do it the right way. Been in the USA since 1986. It's not fair. I can understand you have the human right to come in legal or illegal or whatever, but the moment you're cutting into line and you want to normalize that, I don't know, man.
You didn't answer our question.
What question was that?
Once they're considered no longer profitable, when they can no longer produce breast milk,
because I'm a canine.
what happens with them?
I eat them because I'm a canine.
Is that abuse or not?
No, it's not. I eat the damn things.
How do they die?
How do they die? I kill them.
You kill them. Is
Myself.
that not abuse?
No.
If you were to be killed, would that be a form of abuse?
No.
No.
I've actually killed human beings. I was a soldier. I'm an ex-soldier.
This is your farmer.
Yes, the one that protected you and the one that is feeding you. Oh no, you're a vegan. Well, at least you can still be vegan. Appreciate it.
All animal industries, including the meat, dairy and egg industries, leather, wool, fur, feather, scales, they're all inherently abusive and they all murder animals to make profit from them, or once they're considered no longer profitable to the industries. Animals are blatantly abused in these industries. Let's move on to the dairy industry, where mothers are raped, and once they give birth after a 9-month pregnancy, her baby is often immediately taken away from her. Why? So you can drink her breast milk. If her baby is born male, he's murdered. He's shot in the head on the spot by the farmer, or he's sent to a slaughterhouse to be processed as veal, with 3 trillion individuals brutally murdered every year just for
You've
human
never
food
visited
consumption.
my place.
How do you know?
Because if you had, you'd know that you're talking a load of shit.
That's one thing we agree on.
And what animals do you farm? What is your industry, mate?
I run a goat dairy. Now, for a start, we don't our animals.
Yes, you use euphemisms such as artificial insemination, which
I
is...
don't use artificial insemination. I run my bucks with my herd. My bucks get the girls when the girls are in season, and only then. And it's their choice, nature's choice. We allow our kids to stay on their mother. We only take the excess milk. So you're talking a load of shit.
What's wrong with you?
He
Come and
wants
have a
her
look.
breast milk in your mouth. He doesn't want it in the babies. The babies are murdered.
No, they're not. My babies are running around in the paddock.
What
with their
happens
mums.
to the males?
The males? Well, those that I can't sell as breeding stock, I keep until they're around about 2 years old, and then I eat them.
Oh.
I'm a carnivore. I'll admit it.
I would agree. We are killing a lot of animals, and surprise, surprise, they're killing a lot of them in a very bad way. But the moment you want to apply the strategy that, oh my god, you're a soldier, you're a bad man, I can already see you're fighting a labeling battle. And whenever people label, I don't want to be part of that.
Please stop paying for this violence and watch it on YouTube.
Maybe it's because I have one eye, because I don't spot the difference.
Erling Haaland says, I'm a woman. He can play the women's team?
that are going to
I
support it.
Very important question, Grace. Can Erling Haaland, if he says, I now identify as a woman, play in the Norwegian national women's team?
Massive.
He's the best striker in the world. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
He's a massive beast. He scores goals every 10 seconds in the men's game. Are you
If
happy?
you suddenly decided to become trans, to go through all of the horror,
Actually, you don't have to go through anything.
just self-ID.
No, you go through nothing.
He self-identifies as trans, deals with all of the pushback on social media, the death threats, everything that he's going to get as a result of that, and then says, I want to become a woman, I want to identify as a woman, then, you know, the team would be able to legitimately make a decision as to whether or not that was the right person.
That is the Megan Rapinoe position, right?
I started believing that certain people see their empathy like a block. It can't be moved, it can't be changed. And to justify it, they will find anything to block it also. To justify, if I can block this empathy, my empathy will stay blocked. That's why whenever everything seems to be unfair, they start talking about certain type of lifestyle or minority or protective class. That is my dumb black one-eyed non-psychologist therapist view that I've seen by my personal experience anecdotal in life.
Did I get into Harvard? No! Come on, just give me something, guys. No. Dude, I must have done something seriously wrong. Did I get into Stanford University? You guys think I got into MIT?
I think we got it.
I did get rejected from MIT into Duke University. No. I gotta get into one of these, dude. Did I get in to Rice University?
I mean, the way he handled his disadvantage reminds me when I lost my mom at 6 years old.
Looking at my notes, but my knowledge ain't fleeting. Space repetition, give me something to believe in. Pass all my tests, but I just skim the reading. In the food chain, we're the ones that eat you. Harvard Med, ain't no bottom feeder. MD stands for my demeanor. Ask permission before I ever greet you. Does it radiate? Does it come with strain? Scale 1 to 10, can you rate the pain? When I knock the door, you ask who is it? You can check my code, it'll spell my name. Yeah.
You were saying something about how women do a lot more to get ready for the date.
Get their hair done, they get their makeup done, they get their nails done. Guys, they get a haircut, they take a shower.
No. If a guy is asking a girl out on a date and she finds him attractive, she finds him valuable, he's got confidence, he's got game, all that kind of stuff, and she says yes to going on the date with him, he prepared himself to become that kind of man for years in advance. All you have to do as a woman is put on your makeup and just show up to the date. The guy has to work on his career to be able to take you out to a nice dinner. If you're into fit guys, he's got to spend years in the gym working on his physique. He's got to make something of himself so that he's successful and has confidence. There's years of work that go into it beforehand.
There's so much a guy can do, and being nice and be consistent every day, listening to everything the lady is saying, it didn't work out for me. And somebody told me, why don't you be different like you normally with us? I'm like, they might find it disrespectful. And they're like, yeah, maybe, but you're being nice for so long and nobody wants to date you.
Oh, I'm beating your ass.
And the same night, ta-ta! But ladies and gentlemen, I got more of the vegan lady because she loved.
Oh, here we go again.
The sounds you hear now are pigs screaming for their lives inside carbon dioxide gas chambers. You're responsible for their murder if you're not vegan. You have blood on your hands.
Okay.
Psychopath.
This is my business, you
Kick off with a load. There were at least 12 to 15 of them that entered my premises on the Friday the week before. There was another dozen of them outside with the screaming pig. That's the voices of the screaming pigs dying inside a gas chamber, burning from the inside out. We just literally locked shop, shut us down, and just try to run our business. That, however, then provoked her again to come back, decided to start it all over again. And I'm sorry to say, Layla, I lost my cool, and I lost my cool because now it's really disrupting my business. And I could see the look on my customers' faces, my staff, they were all a little scared and a bit nervous, and I stormed out. First of all, I asked them to leave. I asked them to step off my premises. When I went back into the premises, however, she decided to turn the megaphone even louder.
I understand you have feelings for pigs, but I'm like, you can't beat a person up like, you listen, when did that even work?
To be honest, the support is getting bigger, stronger, and more verbal for me. So far as my business is concerned, I've trebled my income. I'm now, in her words, having to murder more animals because of their actions.
In other words, if she wins, she wins. If she loses, she wins. Sounds more like a child that never won.
You're under attack in some ways. How are you doing?
Personally,
it's not easy.
I lost my partner because of this. I lost a relationship that I thought I was going to marry this woman, and she just couldn't handle the amount of attention. She's a very private person, and yeah, thanks vegans. You're barred for life, definitely. Whenever I open any other business, now I'm going to start opening steak restaurants just to piss you off.
So now she's banned, and now it's going to make more meat and piss you even more. And you're like, hey, at least I have more reason to go scream. I'm like, yeah, but now he has tripled the amount of money to keep you away. Good luck with that.
I've seen her on TikTok. You need to eat more meat. You're looking a bit washed out.
I eat plenty of vegan meat.
I've heard vegan meat isn't that bad, but it's kind of pricey.
It's pretty good, right?
I gotta say, man, you really changed my mind. I think I'm gonna get more of these vegan sandwiches. How much were they?
$19.
Oh.
And if that is the only way you can eat meat, by being poor, trust me, a lot of people will stay poor.
Do I know what meat is?
Yeah, it's
yes,
food.
it is the
by definition, it's
the
food.
rotting carcass of a living animal, and it's delicious because God told us to eat meat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Christian. My wife isn't a Christian. Do you think I ever tried to convince her to be a Christian? No, I didn't. All I did is go drunk to church, high to church. She was like, why do you always come back happy? And over 10 years, she decided, you know what?
Forced to race. That's just a fact.
You eat cows, correct?
No, I don't. I'm a vegan. I don't eat any animals. Anyone.
Explains a lot.
So now you know that I'm completely anti-animal abuse.
Am I in the wrong book about eating meat?
If you're eating someone else, you're forcing them into a murder factory. Of course that's in the wrong.
That's being rude. People that are vegans, that's their right to be vegans. But it's not your right to say to someone that they shouldn't be eating meat.
So my advice to vegans, maybe you have to be a happier vegan. Then I might want to be like you.
Want to kill the most things, be a vegan. Because the farmers who protect your beans kill everything. I kill one animal per arrow. In order to grow tofu, you have to kill every ground squirrel, every vole, every shrew, every snake, every turtle, every frog, every bird, every rabbit. Anything that gets in that bean field, I'm either going to plow and dismember, which is why the crows and the seagulls follow the combines every year. And then if anything does survive my first slaughter, I'm going to come in with Monsanto and poison the shit out of everything so you can have a tofu salad and not be responsible for any death. F*** you.
And that is the problem with empathy, because it's very selective. And if you're an ugly insect that most women don't like, or a snake, or a squirrel that looks like a rat, you're not well liked.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Durloqueta verdeta welcome.